So today I'm going to try to show you 3-4 movements, and then we're going to get a little flow. Okay? So to start, we're going to come in a deep squat. Okay? So here it could be the deep squat. If we have a hard time getting there, we can go a little bit wider, or we can come to the ball of the feet, if that helps. So right now you already have one of the moves. So this in animal flow is called the ape or deep ape. Okay? So this is one of the moves, or one of the foundational base movement, that is the ape. Here, then the apes moves. So what I'm going to show you today, right now, is traveling ape. So this ape is going to start moving. Okay? I'm going to show you the move, and then I'm going to explain you. So from ape, I'm going to come to the modified. So I'm going to come to the ball of the feet. This one is a side ape. Look at me first, and then when you're going to perform the move, look to the office, because we're going to be moving sideways. You know, you won't be very happy. Okay? So I'm going to show you. The moves is like this. That's one step. Then I come to ball of the feet. So this is my modified ape. I'm going to go to the left. So my right arm, there is the back arm. I'm going to place it right in front of my opposite leg. Okay? When we go to the ground, go completely flat on the hand. Okay? Don't go just finger. Go full hand. The other arm is going to go shoulder width. When you're there, just try that for a moment. Just transition some body weight into your hands. Not all, a little bit of that. Okay? You felt that? Come back to the deep ape. Same on the other side. Across, just transition some of the body weight. Okay? Perfect. So from there, keep the elbows locked, transition some of the body weight to the hands, and then I'm going to bring my right foot, little hop, and I'm going to be behind the left hand. Okay, so I'm going to go across this right leg, hop, and land behind the other hand. Okay, so the hand that is forward. Okay, if you see, I land one foot and then the opposite one. What we're trying to do there is to decelerate the movement. So with the core, we are landing soft and we're controlling that descent. Let's do like this. Face me. Gavin, come a little bit this way. So we're going to do one step to the right. So go, to your left. Right here. The body weight. One. When we get there, if we have the ability, then we plant the heels and we look forward. Come up to ball of the feet, and we do one step to the right. And the feet. One to the left. Throw the landing, soft landing, no noise. One, and then the other. Heels, ball of the feet. Good, we have that. So that's the side traveling ape, and you can do more steps if we have more space. But you got the idea? So we're creating that energy, and then we're stopping it. From there, let's warm up the wrist a little bit. I know you guys all have a strong wrist, but just in animal flow, the first weak link is normally the wrist, because we don't spend enough time unless you do yoga and spend time on the ground. So the next component that I'm going to show you is called the beast. For this one, we're going to come to our fours, hands, knees, and feet right now. The hands are going to be as wide as the shoulders, the knees as wide as the hips, so set up a nice base. The knees are going to be just a little bit in front of the hip. So they're not going to be back there. We're going to make it this square a little more compressed right here. Okay? You're going to find a neutral spine, and you're going to bring the shoulders away from the ears. So you're going to tuck them back there. Nice. From there, we're going to do this move. We're going to bring the elbows forward, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. With the idea here is to activate the lats. So those muscles around the side of the body, maybe you can now feel that activated. Okay, if not, it's just a matter of a little practice. Sometimes we lose that neural path. Okay, hands, again, try to have the index fingers pointing forward and parallel to each other. So we're going to corkscrew the arms. This is the corkscrew to activate the lats. Plant the toes back, and without moving much of the spine, keep it neutral. We're going to lift both knees 1 inch from the ground. And from there, you're going to breathe through the belly. Hold that position. Julia, bring those knees closer to your hands and bring it down. Rest. Okay? So that's the beast pose. That's the second component. This is a beast where we bring the knees up, where it's called like the static beast. So we're activating. We use that before we get into some movement. So we activate lats, core, and if you want, you can squeeze glutes, and you get these three main muscle groups activated. Okay? From the beast, any question with that? You can't have no any questions. Now I want to show you from the beast. You take a moment. From the beast, I'm going to go to a position called the loaded beast. So now I want to take this static beast and I'm going to load the beast. So I'm going to create tension, extra tension. And for that I'll show you. We're going to start in the static beast. Then I'm going to bring my hips to the heels. You're going to allow the knees to open a little bit, but you're going to keep them always 1 inch from the ground. When you get there, you're going to start walking or sliding the hands forward, keeping that nice shoulder width, and you're going to go as far as you can go without dropping this. So this one is the loaded beast. You're going to hold that tension there for 1 breath, and then you're going to bring the knees to center, and I'm going to start traveling the shoulders back to the hands, and then I'm going to do 1, 2 steps, and I'm back to the static beast. Okay? You guys can give it a try? So let's have first a nice strong static beast. So shoulder, hand shoulder width, hips as wide as the hips, and now let's bring the hips to the heels. So from where you are, keep the knees 1 inch from the ground and go all the way. Try to bring those hips first. Sit on the heels. Allow the legs to open a little bit, and then from there we reach forward. Far with the hands, walk it. I want you just to feel the tension there for a moment, and then place those knees down. Good. Relax for a moment. Good, nice. And you come back to static beast. You feel that, so it's a little bit hard at the beginning, it's a lot of detail. The only thing that you do is keep the knees always 1 inch, sit there, so go all the way back and then walk. And then from there, bring them in, and you walk it back. Let's try one more time. So set the static beast. So hold that for a moment, then bring the hips to the heels. Allow those knees to open, but don't lift. And then walk the hands forward. Yeah, okay, walk. Yeah, as far as you can go. The head in between the arms. Breathe there for a moment. That'll bring the knees to center and start traveling yourself shoulders over the wrist. Don't move the hands. The hand stays in the same place. Bring the hips and then walk back. Keeping the knees close to the ground. Perfect. Take a moment. Good. So that's static beast, then into loaded beast. Then we came back to our beast. Now I'm going to show you quickly one more position. It's called the crab. Okay? So the crab, we're going to be facing up. So in supine position. And the crab looks something like this. So you're going to go as wide as the hip with the feet. Get a nice grip on the ground with the feet. Fingers pointing back. From there, you're going to lift the hips just 1 inch from the ground. And first, just glide them front and back. See how far can you go to the feet, how far you can go to the hands. See how much range of motion you have there. And then find the middle ground. So halfway between the feet and the hands, and then drop the hips there. Okay? So now for the static crab, so we are gonna activate the posterior chain. So here what you're gonna do is first you're gonna retract the scapula, so bring the shoulders back. Okay? You get a good grip from the feet there, and now you're gonna press down from the hands, and with that, you're gonna lift the hips 1 inch. You're gonna try to retract the neck a little bit and look like 45 degrees. And try to breathe from the belly there. Hold all that tension in the shoulders, pressing down. And that is the crab. So now come down, rest. Okay, so you start activating. So with the beast, we activate the anterior chain. With the crab, we activate the posterior chain. And then we did the ape. I'm gonna do one more, and then maybe we start connecting those. And we did the loaded beast too. The loaded beast also activate all of the anterior part. So the next move is gonna be the under switch. This one we use it to go from crab to beast or from beast to crab. Okay? And the call out, because Animal Flow works a lot like call out, like Simon says. So I can start, when you guys know the system, I can start just calling out the workouts. This one, the call out, is going to be either left leg under switch. So now we start working on like, we start connecting the different parts. So left leg under switch or right leg under switch. And the move is like this. Now I'm going to do from crab, I'm going to start in crab, and I'm going to do, I show you and then I go through the details. Right leg under switch. And now right leg under switch. Left leg under switch. Okay, so now I can combine. I start connecting those two moves. In this one, if I say right leg, so the first limb that I mentioned, that's the one that you're gonna lift, just an inch from the ground. When you lift that leg, then you lift the opposite hand. Try that for a moment. So now we're in an active crab, so the hips are off the ground in that strong position that we work. Try to lift one, and then the opposite. Then, the one that is the base, the one that I'm not lifting, that one is gonna go to ball of the feet, so then I can pivot. Okay, so I'm gonna lift right, lift left, pivot on the left, and then bring the right under. Yes, good.